Yvonne, S6 sales falling short. Kind of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, though.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because we've talked about how this was the bright star for the second quarter. It was supposed to kind of turn around sales and beat what the S5 did, which was pretty much flat last year when it was released. But again, it was those production constraints, that curved display that really made it special for the S6 that really trimmed sales for the second quarter. But they did, early reports, the company did estimate a couple weeks ago that the operating profit for April and May was strong, 4.7 to 4.8 trillion won. It was June where we saw weaker sales in terms of volume. So we're seeing that reflect in the overall second quarter numbers. Their operating profit falling 4% to $6.1 billion. Analysts were estimating about $6.3 billion. Sales as well, though, falling short at 48 trillion won compared to the estimates of 53 trillion won. Haven't had time to do the conversions yet. But again, they said, according to an analyst at Dongbu Securities, Yoon-hyun, he says market expectations for the S6 sales were just too much. In fact, they said they saw a lot of analysts revising their this year's shipment forecast for the S6 because demand for the Edge model actually exceeded supply, where you saw supply or demand for the other models actually go down because it was just too similar to the iPhone 6. So they were not able to lure back some of those customers that did switch to the Apple products. Again, we talk about the shares, though. If you compare them to the Kospi, they're going in opposite directions. Samsung shares down about 7.5% for the year, and the Kospi up about 6%. This is a company still trying to come out of this slump that they've seen several consecutive straight quarters of drops in profit as well as net income. We're seeing transition on the top level management as well that could be in play here, as you spoke with an analyst earlier about that. So still in transit, yes, and especially, but it seems like things in terms of the drop, the pace of these drops have stabilized a little bit.
I mean, the bright spot, though, is the semiconductor chip sector for Samsung. I mean, their memory chips, they're taking over from Qualcomm. They've excised it as a supplier. They're now taking over control of those memory chips for the S6 phones.
Yeah.
What about that?
It might be able to, I mean, it might be the bright spot that we should maybe focus on a little bit more, because they've said they're going to focus on the chip business for their own phones, for rival phones as well. That might be the good shift to focus here, because we're continuing to see Apple iPhones be the winner, whether it's China and any other market as well. So, and we did see Apple profit also looking pretty good for the first quarter, at least. We'll see how second quarter goes.
And not only Apple, Xiaomi.
You've got the cheaper phones.
Else.
Yep.